Okay, hi guys, it's Mandy, and this is part 2 of my labor and delivery story. Labor and delivery story of my twins, boy-girl twins, and this is part 2. So what I was about to start talking about after I cut part 1 was them setting me up and me getting ready. The curtain was up. My husband was brought into the labor and delivery, or the OR, because I was having a C-section. My twins were being born via C-section because of my preeclampsia. And so they brought my husband in, and the nurse was making sure that everything was okay and that I was kept me nice and calm and collected, and start C-section. Like I said, you could hear lots of can you close that, please, Alaina? Lots of suctioning, and you could almost like smell like burning almost. It was kind of disgusting, but I try not to think about it. And so January 14th at 8:13 p.m. Noah was born. I think I said Isaiah was born last time. Noah was born because Noah was baby A. Noah is my daughter. She's not a boy. I did give her that name. My daughter's name is Jordan, so I kind of like boy names for girls. As you can see, I have a theme going here. So Noah Jean was born at 8:13 p.m. via C-section. And Isaiah Lewis followed her shortly 1 minute later, born via C-section, feet first. So he came out feet first. They pulled him by his feet. And Noah was 5 pounds and 14 ounces. And she was 20 inches long. They got a discrepancy. They said 19 3/4, and then they did again later on that night, and it was like 20. So 20 inches long. Isaiah Lewis was born 7 pounds 1 ounce. Can you believe it? Well, through all of my pregnancy vlogs and updates, you guys could see that when I updated on his weight, that he was a big baby the whole time, and that he was always, 80th percentile, 85th percentile. So was she, though. She was above average as well. Not as quite as big as her brother. So he was born at 21 inches long and 7 pounds and 1 ounce. So I carried a lot of baby to be as petite and small as I am. I carried a lot of baby. They were born at 36 weeks and 5 days, so 2 days shy of being full term, which was absolutely wonderful. We do have some video of them after they were born, and it was just amazing. It was just absolutely wonderful. I felt the biggest load come off of me after these babies were taken out. It felt so incredibly weird. Like when Noah came out, it felt weird, and then when he came out, I felt like empty. Like I was like, whoa. Like, obviously I didn't feel any pain, but you could feel, like, pressure, and, like, you could feel, like, the load lifted out of you. It was, like, I can't even explain it. It was absolutely incredible. And when I first heard Noah's cry, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I was just like, thank you, Jesus, that this baby is crying and that she's okay and that her lungs are working. And Isaiah came out and the same thing. He's just screaming his little head off, and I just felt like I did it. My babies are out. They're both screaming their heads off. They're both great. I'm asking all kinds of questions while they're fixing me and putting me back together. My husband, was like, oh, they're both good. Their APGAR scores were 9s. So they had 9s for the APGAR scores. I was so pleased with that. Yeah, their breathing was fine. They needed not a second of special care nursery, NICU time, oxygen, nothing. They needed absolutely nothing. They were perfect. So, I mean, I'm very blessed because I know that things can go awry when you're pregnant with twins, and when they're born, things can go crazy, and I had none of that. All I had in this entire pregnancy was the subchorionic hemorrhage in the beginning, which is how I found out that I was pregnant with twins. And that lasted for about a week or two. And I was fine until the end of my pregnancy. And that was just having the cholestasis and the preeclampsia. So it obviously waited until the end, which I'm just so happy about. The day we found out that I was preeclamptic was only 3 days before we were going to deliver anyway. So I was very happy about that. So they put me all back together. I couldn't feel anything. I was in the postpartum for a while, and my family was there. My mom and dad came. Everybody got to hold the babies. My other kids were there. Everybody was so ecstatic, and I tandem breastfed right away. Had both twins latched on and going at it right away. And we stayed in the hospital for Monday through Friday. So they were born on Monday and we got to go home on Friday. And it was quite an experience being in the hospital for that many days when you have other children that need to be tended to. So that was kind of rough. Being away from my kids for that long, it was hard on them. Being away from us that long, they wanted us to be home and with them. And so that was hard. I'm not sure exactly what else I want to add to this video. I do want to do updates on the kids. I still need to do a Meet Noah vlog. I've already recorded a Meet Isaiah vlog. It's very short. It's probably less than 3 minutes. Just wanted you guys to see them, so I recorded that. But anyways, back to my labor and delivery. I'm not sure what else exactly to add to the labor and delivery. I did continue to have high blood pressures. I was on magnesium sulfate for 24 hours post-delivery of the twins. That didn't really affect me. I heard horror stories about magnesium sulfate, and I had no problems with it. And then after that, I was put on labetalol, which is a blood pressure medication, in the hospital. I was on pain meds, obviously, because I was in a ton of pain. The nurses would come in and push on my stomach, and oh my gosh, talk about wanting to kick somebody in the face, punch somebody in the face. Oh yeah. When they would come in to do that, the anticipation was just like, oh my gosh, like I would like cringe because it hurt so bad. I literally thought that I was never going to feel the same again after I had that C-section. I thought, I'm never going to be normal again. It was almost like I was in shock from how much I felt so crummy. I felt terrible. Everything hurt so bad. And then trying to breastfeed and being on blood pressure medication and being on narcotics, and it was really gross. So I ended up having a tough time trying to breastfeed and getting enough for them. They started to lose weight, and they don't want them to hit the 10% level, I guess, of weight loss of percent of their total birth weight. And we got, by the time like day 3, they were down to like 7 and 8%, which was getting really close. So I talked to the lactation consultant again, and we decided to supplement with some formula. So we started supplementing with formula, and by the time, I got a pump in, and I was starting to pump. Nothing was really coming out, though. It was just basically for stimulation to bring my milk in, and I was getting like drops of colostrum, but nothing else really. By the time we left on Friday, they were at the 9 and 8% mark. So yeah, we started to supplement a little bit more, and that's just what we got to do. And we're still supplementing because I'm just not making enough milk. They get about 2 ounces out of my breast. Sometimes I get 1 ounce each breast. Sometimes I get 2 ounces each breast. Sometimes I get half an ounce each breast. It really just depends. So they're getting the breast, and I pump breast milk so my husband can help, and we also give formula like at least twice a day. About 2.5, 3 ounces of formula each feeding a day. Finally, I'll talk about their updates, and I'll do a newborn to 1 month update on them and talk about them and their weights and their doctor appointments and all that in a separate video. I just don't want to make this video, I don't have a part 3, so I'm not going to add that into this. I will do, like I said, a separate vlog, and I'll just have it be the twins newborn to 1 month of life and update you guys on their weights and how they're doing and all that good stuff. So yeah, we went home on Friday because of my blood pressure. They had to get my blood pressure at a stable place to where I could go home. They were ready to go home the day before because they were just excellent. They were fine. They were absolutely perfect. Yeah, they stayed with me in the room the whole time. They thought that they had a little bit of jaundice, so they did bilirubin level blood draws for them. They had to prick their heels every few hours for the first 24 hours of life, which sucked. They still have scars on their heels from having their heels pricked every couple hours. I'm feeding her. Or she's kind of like just comfort nursing right now. She's sleeping. So I just figured I'd leave her here so she could be content while I'm doing the rest of this video. If I think of something that I didn't cover, I'll add it in the next video. If you can think of any questions that you guys have for me that you'd like me to answer, please leave a comment in the bottom, and I will either reply to your message there and write you a comment back, or I will answer your question in the next video. I know that we had, you guys had some questions when I was pregnant, and I never got a chance to do the Q&A video, and I will still do that. Even though I've already had the babies, I will still do that video for you guys because you guys deserve to have your questions answered. And I'm sorry it's taken so long for me to do that. Thanks for being so patient and so understanding of that. And like I said, everybody that has subscribed to me since the last video I made, thank you guys so much for subscribing. To all my old subscribers, thank you for your longevity and your support and hanging in there and being so patient with me. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.